So after the focus talk about relating to the Chinese opera and the legendary, the Sunguang Theater, and they have one in Kowloon side, but the longest standing tear dropping kind of doom as an audience was the Sunguang Theater remains. Yeah. And next, I want to talk about the Japanese magazines and why I buy them. They have such a survival skills and report on craftsmanships unparalleled to any other craftsmanships that I have witnessed by special orders and their designers. And guess what? They have a naval base. So the craftsmanships and smaller and smaller jewelries and handcrafts and cosmetic styles and knitting. You know knitting? Knitting. So it is knitting. Knitting. And keychains. You know these keychains? So it's good. And that's why I buy some of these Japanese magazines. Japanese text. And by Japanese using Chinese text, that's an inter-exchange. And after the atomic incident, Japan owes an amount of money to towards people, but guess what? Japan is so efficient and self-supportive and self-efficient with farming, farmland distributed responsibilities of tea leaves, vegetables, rice, wheat. So there's rice and wheat and seaweed, and so close nearby to China that they get marbles on the floor. One set marbles. Marbles is where? Oh, right here. Marbles. Everyone is good. So that's the relations, Chinese and Japanese. Just hand in hand, kind of. So it's good. And then another one is the five dragons of manufacturing is Seoul, Tokyo, nearby. They don't say Tokyo, they only say nearby. Hong Kong, Singapore, and that one more I keep on forgetting is 5 dragons. I only remember 4 dragons. So the other one, do the math, right? Taiwan. Alright, so that's the 5, guys. Alright, so it's Hong Kong, Singapore, Seoul, Japan, and Taiwan. Why are we leaving out the Thai, right? Last time I looked into the map, Thailand wasn't near the ocean, and then I found out that the map was fake, and I bought the official map. And at that time, Vietnam was under educational reform, where their children coming up from schools, the Vietnamese wanted to know what to study in America or from the Western culture, that they were so focused on assessing educational reform that they didn't participate that much in the manufacturing business. But the people that left Vietnam to America, especially to near the MacArthur airport, the Irvine area, and Westminster. It say Westminster, but it spells Westminster. Westminster, yeah. So it's Westminster, Santa Ana area, and then of course spread it out to other states when they have some outcasts. You know, some people just kind of think, you know, they, or among their people, right? Among their general, or among their refuge, and whoever has more gold sticks. Yeah, they took gold sticks and they could leave into U.S., right? They were able to find happiness, constructive criticism that motivated them to adjust to the United States. So basically, long story short, the Vietnamese were not one of the 5 dragons, but now they might be. Because I think the Vietnamese were more into handcrafts, that they did not make noise, so not much machineries. That's why there's no Vietnamese cars yet. Until now, they probably make some. And because they were a fisherman village alongside the map, let me show you that the Vietnamese might have typhoon and many fishermen trips. So right now, one of the focus of city planning is definitely Vietnam. And I see hotels and more developments and raising the prices, while there are many American students benefiting from the Chinese philosophical results of scholars like me, somewhat sharing this information, and the attitude and hand gestures definitely show our friendliness and welcoming to incomes of investments and bonds and stocks and mutual funds. And let me see, there's a map I can show you. So by the map, you'll see that Vietnam is a coastal area next to Guangxi, and that's the western south. And then there is the Laos, Cambodian, Burmese. Burmese is a kingdom. I think Burmese, and Thailand, and more. So basically, the whole geography, I have it memorized. Any questions? I can't hear you. Write to me if you need, or write to me all at once. Huh. Let me see if there might be some map. Oh, there's another book that I want to share. The natural history book. But it's actually the species books. Of all the species. Not the rats. So these are some of my existing books. But I will have other ones. For the Secretarial Brigades. Alright. Thanks for listening, and have a drink of water on me from the faucet. Drinking fountain if you're in America. Alright, bye.